Good morning, everybody. Welcome out to Storm Tracker 5. Jon Rudder with you this morning. We've been cruising around in Storm Tracker 5 all morning long, just taking a look at these road conditions. And right now we're on Route 303 in the Brunswick and Hinckley area. We're headed to a reported crash right now along Route 303, and this is kind of what you're going to be dealing with if you're waking up. You got snow falling, you got snow sticking out there on your roadways. Occasionally you'll find some roads that have some tire marks that are open and clear, but for the most part you're going to see snow-covered roads for the morning drive. And a couple of hours ago, as we were out, things looked drastically different. We headed out at about 4 o'clock in Storm Tracker 5, and the roads were mostly clear, the sky was clear, nothing was falling, everything looked fine. And then 2.5 hours later, here we are, we've got mostly snow-covered roadways. So we are just kind of cruising around the area, trying to give folks a look at the conditions out there. We've got several accidents reported, specifically in the Akron area, so the further south you go, the worse these conditions are going to be. We went all the way down to I believe we were down in the Ashland area, all the way down to Mansfield. That's where we first kind of ran into this heavy band of snow, and then we followed it all the way back north, and that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. So you can see snow definitely falling out there for the morning commute. I got my maps pulled up as well, just trying to give you a look at how things look for the morning drive and the conditions that you're going to be running into. As far as the Akron area is concerned, that's where I'm seeing the most slowdowns down south. A lot of slow traffic down south in Akron. Again, several accidents reported: 77 Everhard Road, 77 and Arlington, Route 8 near Graham. So these accident reports are probably going to increase throughout the morning as more traffic gets out there on the highways for the morning drive. I'm keeping an eye on the Facebook comments as well to try to see what you're dealing with as well. If you got any reports of anything, share them with me. I'd be happy to show them and share anything that you might be experiencing for your morning drive. But you're going to want to take it slow. You're going to want to allow yourself plenty of following distance from vehicles that are in front of you. Allow yourself plenty of stopping distance as you're coming through any intersections that may be snow covered out there, because things can get very slippery in a hurry out there. And you saw a few miles back, the picture that you see here from Storm Tracker 5 really doesn't do it justice, because it kind of looks like the road is actually a little clearer than it actually is. Mostly snow covered. It does look like there's more tire tracks out there from the camera that you can see here in Storm Tracker 5. But we are again around Route 303. Right between Brunswick and Hinckley, there was an accident reported in this area that had this, reportedly had this area closed. So we're going to go head a little further east and check this out, and also just keep checking in on our maps and on our traffic system as well. You're looking at Akron. Let's bump back to the Cleveland area. Looking at the Cleveland area, things looking mostly clear. There was one crash to report for drivers. Yeah, that is showing up on our traffic system out for drivers coming in on the east side. That would be on Route 2. That was Route 2 westbound near Route 305. But that was the only accident and the only slowdown that we saw in the Cleveland area. If I can kind of zoom things in here with this traffic map. I'm doing all this on my cell phone, so it's a little difficult to try to pinpoint some of these crashes and to get all the information from this traffic system. Yeah, there's that accident. Route 303, excuse me, Route 2 westbound near Psalm Center Road actually was where that accident is. I'm seeing some reports from some folks on Facebook. Brooks says Akron, horrible road conditions. Yeah, I saw a lot of red on our traffic maps in the Akron area. Route 8 near Howe Road, bad. An accident a little while back. That was from Brooke again. Yeah, a couple of spinouts were reported in the Akron area. All between Graham, Howe. Yeah, that was all reported in the Akron area. Again, where we are right now, Route 303 in the Brunswick area, it looks like police do have this area blocked off for an accident. So we can't go any further actually on Route 303. We're actually turning onto Route 94. So that accident has Route 303 closed at Route 94. So that was something that that's going to cause some delays for drivers. We're seeing some folks turning on to Route 94 and then having to turn back around. So that accident in the Hinckley area, I believe it was near Hinckley. Let's see here if we can get a more precise location on that accident. But that crash was Route 303. Apologize for the delay here. Route 303 between Hinckley Hills Road and State Road, that area is closed, and that's just what we ran into here in Storm Tracker 5. Rhonda's asking about the Stowe area, so that would be a little bit further north of Akron. You're probably going to see very similar conditions to what we're dealing with, some snow-covered roadways, a lot of slowdowns. Yeah, Krista's saying probably the same as in Akron. So definitely several reports of slowdowns and less than ideal driving conditions in Akron. We are on, would this be State Road then?
Route 94 is separate here. Route
94, a little bit north of Hinckley, and you can see more snow-covered roadways right now. We had the detour off of Route 303 because of the accident that we were checking in on. Doesn't look like much of this has made it to the Cleveland area just yet. Because everything that I see as far as our traffic maps in the Cleveland area is still looking pretty clear, but down south in the Akron area, that is where we're seeing a lot of slow traffic. The further south I move this, my traffic maps, yeah, 77 just looks like a grind all the way from really Canton all the way north of Akron, and you can see slowdowns just about everywhere. I'm also seeing some, again, the accidents I had reported were 77 near Everhard Road, 77 near Arlington, 77 near White Pond Drive. Seeing a lot of folks that are reporting that they're going well below the speed limit. Yeah, definitely going to want to do that this morning. Just take it slow out there. Things can get messy in a hurry out there. You don't want to cause any chain reaction crashes. ODOT was reporting that they had about 1,200 crews out across the state, so that's statewide, 1,200 crews out plowing and treating roadways. We saw several of them early this morning. They were just out waiting and seeing if they were, early this morning they were out waiting for the snow to get here so they could start treating roadways, and then as we were headed southbound on 71 early this morning, we noticed that there were several roads that were pre-treated as well. So again, 1,200 crews out across the state. I believe Wayne County also issuing that they were in a level 1 snow advisory. So a level 1 snow advisory for Wayne County. Again, that's a little further south. We are going to continue to cruise around here in Storm Tracker 5 and try to provide you updates as they come in. We'll have another cut-in during Good Morning America here in about 10 minutes or so. So we will check back in with you here in maybe 10 minutes or so. We'll see you then.